Hello again and welcome to Tips with Andrew. I am Andrew Sapiano. Thank you so much for joining me on this happy Saturday. I hope you guys are having an awesome weekend so far. I hope you're rocking out whatever goals, hopes, plans, dreams, ambitions, and are currently taking a little bit of a break because it's Saturday. What a beautiful day we actually have today. I'm super excited. Finally, right, that the rainy weather is passing. I mean, as much as we need it, right? It's not nice to look outside at. Quickly, before we get started here, TerraShield is actually the free product of the month this month from doTERRA. It is the outdoor repellent blend. Some uses here. Apply to legs, arms, neck before going outdoors. Take on a camping trips or to outdoor events. Toss in the bottle in the kids' summer bag for camping. So this is a great blend of oils for if you are an outdoorsy person or somebody you know of is an outdoorsy person and the insects are very much attracted to them. They are attracted to me and they're always landing on me. So anytime I can discourage that, I love using TerraShield. I actually found out that it's good. It's got oils in there that promote skin, healthy looking skin, right? So get some skin benefits, get some deterrent for some insects, and all the while getting it for free. Next, convention tickets have officially gone on sale. They are, convention is doTERRA's yearly event. It is about a week-long event, and there's tons of cool stuff going on. There's new product launch, tons of science behind why the oils work with you, why you should care about the oils. Going to be some guest speakers there. There's so much awesome stuff going on. Like I said, it's like a week-long event. So there is going to be an event in person. It is going to be in Utah. If you are somebody you know of is interested in attending in person, definitely reach out to me. We'll get you travel arrangements, hotel accommodations, the whole works set up. There is, however, a live stream version, and that's the one that I'm super excited about. Get an option with your ticket to add a swag box. Last year it was a cool backpack. Got some pens and journals. Plus there's some exclusive oils that aren't normally sold to the general public. That's what gets me super excited. I love the exclusiveness of the oils of other people not being able to get them at resale price. You have to attend this specific event, so that's where I love it. Kind of get some oils that most people don't normally have the chance to get their hands on. Tickets go up in price, I believe, at the end of the month, so we want to lock in the lowest possible price. I believe it's like a $50 difference, right? So we definitely want to lock in the lowest possible price and save ourselves a little bit of money. So definitely, if you or somebody you know of is interested in attending convention, learning how to reduce the toxic load in your life, bring back, a healthy lifestyle, develop some new healthy habits, definitely reach out to me, drop me a comment, send me a message. I'm super excited. It's going to be an awesome one this year. I know it. I know it very much. Lastly, I have launched a weight loss course for beginners. It is an online digital course for download. Discover 5 little known secrets to losing weight. If you or somebody you know of is interested in dropping a few pounds now that the summer months are officially on us, definitely drop me a comment, send me a message, reach out to me, and we'll get you rocking and rolling. There's tons of cool stuff that comes along with the initial launch, and I'm super excited to get it out there. I put a lot of time and effort and energy into it, and I think you guys are going to love it. All right, let's catch our breath here. All right, that was awesome. So, today, what I wanted to talk about, we've been going over a little bit about, the weight loss, how to include some habits. I launched a weight loss course, right? So, we've got that sort of in our mind. One of the biggest things that we know, not just about losing weight, or being healthy, but as like an overall wellness longevity thing is exercise. And that's really what I wanted to talk about today. Exercise is one of those things that we know we need to do it. You know, everybody knows that it should be done. We're supposed to be doing it, but you know, getting the time, effort, energy, willpower, motivation, right? All that stuff, that can be the daunting task in itself. Not so much to go into to spend an hour at the gym and pump the weights, right? So, but that's where I wanted to come in and give some effective tips, things to consider in order to have an effective gym workout, right? We want to have a good workout, but we want to also have an effective workout, right? There's no sense in spending an hour at the gym and not really gaining any benefit from it. We want to make sure that we're getting the most bang for the buck, because we don't always have, you know, that time, effort. I went through the whole list of it before, and I'm sure there's more to that list, but we don't always have that time to get, you know, to do the workouts all the time as much as we know we should. So that's why when we do get the time to do it, we want to make sure that we're being as effective as possible so that we can get the most bang for our buck. So that's why I wanted to come in and give some tips that help me sort of rock out my gym workout, you know, make it very effective for me, and hopefully they help you too, right? Hopefully you get some value out of it. My day consists of 10 hours at work and, you know, at 7, 8, 9 hours of sleep, however long we can get in the night. So, I mean, we're talking, you know, 17, 18 hours right away that's already accounted for. So I don't have that much time in general as is, right? So, I mean, this is, you know, these tips are for the person that does not have a lot of extra time in their day and wants to really rock out and make it the most effectiveness, you know, as possible. So number one, we're going to target specific muscle groups, muscle areas, specific muscles in general, right? What I'm talking about is there's areas on the body that we want to make sure that we're working out, because that's really what people see more than anything, right? We want to, what we do, you know, as much as we work out because we know that it's healthy and we know that we should, and, you know, blah, 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 right? We do it because we want to look good, and we want to, as much as we want to feel good, right? We want to look good. We want to, you know, if you're single, you're trying to look good for the opposite sex. If you're in a relationship, you're trying to look good and feel good for your significant other, right? Maybe, I don't know, maybe you're not, but that's a topic for a different time. But, right? So we want to target specific muscle areas so that we can see the benefit, right? That's really what we want to do more than anything. We can do an exercise and we can do a workout routine, but if we're not seeing the benefits, there's no real wants. There's no real motivation to keep going. There's no real, you know, desire to want to keep going, right? That's why we want to target specific muscle areas that make sure that we can see the results quickly, and then that gives us the motivation to keep going. So, what are these specific muscles? Number one, biceps. Definitely the biceps, because that's one of the easiest areas that you can see on the body. Number two is your back. You want to make sure that you're strengthening your back always, simply because it's the part on your body that really, you know, is in charge of all movements, and, you know, it helps. And let's get real here, right? When your back is not, when your back is out, you're not doing too much. Never mind a gym workout. You're not doing a whole lot as is. Number three is your gut. Right? Nobody likes the saggy gut. Nobody likes the, you know, and let's get real here. How many of us like to put our clothes on and everything fits except it's really tight around the waist, right? So gut is your next area that you're going to target. Your next area, what are we, 4? So that's number 3. Number 4 is your glutes, right? Your buttocks. Definitely want to tone and tighten that. That's another one of those areas, along with your butt and your gut are, you know, I don't know, it's really prevalent for me, and I know I'm not alone in this, but that's really where most of my fat gets stored, right? When I gain a little bit of weight, it really gets stored in my butt and my gut, so I really have to work on those in particular. Next area is your thighs, and then after that is our calves, right? So the thighs and the calves, and those are specific leg muscles that you can that you're going to target in order to make sure that you're seeing those results, right? And it's also specific areas that we want to target in the body, right? We want to do an overall body workout, right? Our body is like a well-oiled machine, right? We want to work the front or the upper with the lower, and the front with the back, right? So that's why we're doing, our chest workouts and our stomach workouts as well as our back workouts. That's why we're doing our thigh workouts as well as our glute and our calf workouts, right? So we're doing all of it together. Now, when we're talking about specific muscles, we don't want to be going to the gym every single day and working out every single muscle always. We actually have to give ourselves a little bit of time to relax. So if you're able to go to the gym every day, right, we want to do it at most 6 times a week, though. We want to give ourselves that day to rest and recover, because that's it, right? Our body, as much as we're not meant to be sedentary and we're not meant to just sit all day, we're not meant to go all the time. So we need that little bit of rest. So what we're looking for is every other day, right? One day we do our upper, next day we do our lower, next day we do the upper, then we switch, right, back and forth. And then, we take that day off, and the next week we start with the lower and then the upper, right? Most of the time, we're always working our core, right? Our stomach and our butt, our glutes, right? That's something that we want to make sure that we're working on more than anything, simply because that's that's really your center balance, right? You want to make sure that you've got a good center of gravity. You want to make sure that you're really balanced, and you want to make sure that you're not teeter-tottering, right? That's why we want to build up our core muscles. So target the specific muscles, and then you will see a benefit more than anything, and that will give you the motivation to keep going. Side note, water. Always want to be drinking your fluids. Most of the time, make sure it's water. And if you're exercising, you definitely want to make sure you're drinking more water. Number 2, get a good playlist. This one I like in terms of if we're trying to get a good, effective gym workout and we want to make the most bang for our buck, we want to be the most efficient in the least amount of time, right? There's the one thing that we do not want to do more than anything is sit there and flip through our playlist, right? As much as we have the songs that we want to, or that we like, and they're on a shuffle playlist that you can hear all of them all the time, we have the certain songs that we know we like to listen to, as well as when you get to that spot in the playlist. If you've listened to your playlist for any extreme amount of time, you know where you are in your playlist, and you know what songs are coming up. That's me. That's what I do, right? When I get to a specific spot on a playlist, I know what songs are coming up. So for me, if I'm not really feeling that song, I know that a song that I like is coming up in a couple songs. So I might as well, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to stop and skip a couple tracks just to get right back into that, that upbeat, positive mood, right? The problem with that is we're trying to be effective and efficient. And when we spend most of our time trying to flip through our playlist to find songs that really get us pumped up, that's not being effective, that's not being efficient with our time. And if we don't have a lot of time as is, we don't want to spend what little time we do have flipping through the playlist trying to find a song that's going to motivate us to keep going. That's why we make sure that you have a good playlist, that you want to listen to all the songs, that you have a specific goal in mind. Maybe it's not music. Maybe you switch over. Something that I've really been into now is audiobooks. I find I don't have too much time as is to sit down and read. Nor do I really care, right, to find the music in my playlist. That's why the audiobooks have really, become an awesome thing in my life. I can really do any task that I'm currently doing that I would normally listen to music to, and just have an audiobook playing instead, right? Podcasts are another huge thing, especially nowadays, right? So get a good playlist. And like I said, maybe we consider switching from the music to an audiobook. That way we don't actually have to skip forward. We just put the book on, and then, it reads to us. And then we can next time we just pick up where we left off We don't actually have to go searching through a song that we want to listen to, or a podcast episode that we're actually interested in, right? So that's where I talk about getting a good playlist, simply because we don't have time to waste, right? We want to be as efficient as humanly possible. Number 3, comfortable clothes. And this one is more for in the gym setting, but even at home, right? If you're doing at home, or if you're going, doing a walk or something, or you're outdoor exercising, you really want to be comfortable in your clothes, right? You don't want to be wearing clothes that are way too tight and you can't even move, and you're looking at yourself and you're not really appealed with anything that you're seeing. Nor do you want to wear clothes that are way too baggy, right? That you can't really get a grip on anything, that you're kind of, you're getting stuck on everything, and stuff is getting, sticking to you, and it's getting caught everywhere, right? So that's why we want to make sure that we're wearing the comfortable clothes. And there's a whole line out there, no matter what store you go into, clothing store, that there's a specific section dedicated to exercise clothes, right? Clothes, shirts that breathe well, pants that move with you, right? Pockets that are specifically located, right? Cooling pants, cooling shirts, right? There's so much different stuff that you can have. And I'm not talking about going out and spending a fortune on clothes. Definitely not. I'm not saying that you have to have these specific type of clothes in order to start a workout routine, right? But we do have to have clothes that, fit, make us feel good, and are comfortable to keep wearing. Because if we don't like the way we look, chances are we're going to be more focused on how we look versus how we're actually trying to get our workout on, right? On how we're actually gonna make gains in our workout, right? So that's why just take that step out of the way. Get clothes that you like, that make you feel good, that you like to wear, and that that breathe easily, right? We definitely don't want to be wearing dress clothes to a workout, because that's not those clothes don't breathe easy, right? So that's where that leads to, unnecessary dehydration, and it can lead to some problems, right? It can lead to, heat stroke and overexhaustion and stuff like that. So make sure that you get comfortable clothes that you really feel good in working out in, and that really move with your body. Number 4, I put right mindset. But there's not really a right or wrong mindset. You just have to be in the frame of mind of, this is something that I want to do. This is something that I need to do. And at the end of the day, it needs to get done, right? I like the quote that I read, nobody got big and strong by just thinking about working out. Right? Nobody got skinny just by thinking of working out, or by thinking of eating right? So that's where, at the end of the day, there is a certain and specific mindset that you need, but it has to be the one where you know that you're doing what you need to do in order to progress your life further, right? You're not doing it, or you're not going to the gym with like, oh man, all right, I guess, let's do this, let's get it over with, right? Because that mindset, maybe it works for a couple days, but I promise you, okay, I'm not going to promise you, but I'm going to say with 97% certainty that after a week or so, you're not going to be very excited about going back to the gym. You're not going to be very motivated about going back to a workout routine. It's just the reality of it, right? We have to be in the mindset of, this is something that we know we need to do in order. There's a quote that I read, actually. Somebody said this. For every hour in the gym, I believe you add a day to your life. It could be even a week, but right, if for every hour you're adding a day, right? So a whole day to the end of your life. That right there is amazing. And the other one is an hour of your day is like 4% of your day, right? So I mean, when you look at it like that, there's not really too much excuses that you have. And I'm not talking about having to do it an hour every single day. You do what you can with what you've got. So if you can't spare an hour every single day, do what you can, right? Even if that means fitting it into your schedule. Taking the stairs instead of the elevator, right? Maybe parking further from the door at your workplace, right? And walking a little bit more. I don't know. Do what you can with what you've got. Number 5, do workouts you like. This one is pretty self-explanatory, right? If you don't like the workouts you're doing, chances are you're probably not going to keep doing them. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm weird like that. And I just like doing workouts that I like. For me, I love doing squats. I could sit here and do squats all day, every day. Tina, you told her to do squats, she would walk right out of the gym, not even really caring at all. Like, all right, yeah, I won't exercise, right? So that's the difference, right? There's not a one-size-fits-all workout regimen for everybody. There's certain exercises that you like to do, and there's certain exercises you don't like to do. It's just a fact of the matter, right? So that's why we find exercises that we like to do, exercises that make us want to go back to the gym, exercises that make us feel that burn in a good kind of way that makes us want to continue, right? So doing exercises that you like is really the baseline of any sort of workout routine that you're going to try, right? If you don't like the workouts that you're doing, chances are you're not going to want to do them anymore. That's why we find workout, and it only happens with trial and error, right? You don't just decide that you don't like a workout, nor do you decide that you do like a workout. You decide by continually doing it and seeing how it makes your body feel. Maybe it makes you feel good, maybe it makes you feel bad, but you don't know until you do it. And that's why we figure out which ones we do like, and we continue doing more of those. My last tip more than anything is essential oils, and I have a couple essential oils here to use in conjunction with your workout, right? This first one that I have is a blend called Easy Air. And Easy Air is actually the respiratory blend from doTERRA. And what it does actually is I like to put it on my neck right here. And it's great for helping to open up the airways, allow for clear breathing. A lot of times when we're working out, we get that right? That wheezing feeling that, can't breathe. Your heart's beating 1,000,000 miles a minute and you can't even really figure out what's going on. That's why I love using Easy Air. Just has a nice way to open up the airways and then help with that that wheezy feeling, right? And my last blend here is Deep Blue, the Deep Blue Rub Lotion, and I love this one is actually for muscles that are a little bit discomfort. It's the muscle tension blend, I believe it is. Actually, no, it's the massage blend. But it's great for muscle tension, right? I love using it. It's great for before, during, or after your workout. It's got peppermint in it, so it's nice and cooling sensation. And that's really what it is, right? When you're getting a workout in and you have places on your body that you didn't even know you had places are starting to hurt, I love using the Deep Blue as a way to help with that discomfort and lower the tension level. That's all I got for you for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope you guys, I really hope you enjoyed this. I know I had some fun making it. Feel free to share this with your friends, a family member, perhaps somebody from your team that you feel needs to hear this. If you'd like to learn more about essential oils or how to get your hands on some of this cool stuff that I'm talking about, or if you'd like a free sample of oils just to get your hands on a tester before you make a full-on commitment, definitely drop me a comment, send me a message saying meet, and we'll get you rocking and rolling. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day and an even better weekend. And I look very forward to talking to you again. I love you guys. Bye for now.